All right, so I hope I look okay. I just dyed my hair, and I was like, I always want to look like the girl on the box, you know. I'm like, nope, Senator Klobuchar. Yep. Every freaking time. I mean, I'm sure she's a nice lady, but whatever. Anyway, okay. So let's see. Where was I? Yeah. See, I wanted to imply that the show actually started at 4:30, which would be ridiculous for stand-up. But 5 o'clock is completely normal. So you're like at the right place. So thanks for coming. Okay. So I go by wow, early on. I love it. Okay, so I go by Just Nancee because clearly in this day and age, it takes just a first name basis to make a name for yourself. So I thought, well, you know, like just Adele or just Eminem. So that's why I go by Just Nancee. And because I'm actually getting back into comedy, and I mentioned back into comedy because wouldn't you know it, I started in 6th grade because I had nothing better to do when I was 12. And so for the past few years, I've been using the open mic method off and on. But I'm like, forget this crap. I want to be a headliner. So I'm like, forget the open mics. I'm going to be my own headliner. So please sit back, enjoy this show. It's kind of a one-woman show, as you can see, except for my lovely assistant, Caitlin. Now, while she brings... Yay, Caitlin! So while she brings posters back and forth to illustrate the various phases of my comedy career, I just thought maybe we could make this interactive so it's not so awkward and silent in between. So if you could join me, I thought while she does that, we're gonna hum the Jeopardy theme song. So let's give it a try. Now, yeah, you can just bring the sign across, the first sign. Do, do, do. You guys are good. Awesome. Thanks, Caitlin. Thanks, everybody. Okay, so this is me in 1983, and I'm about 12, 13, and I'm doing stand-up at the talent show in middle school, and I'm plagiarizing jokes from the Muppets. Okay, so seriously, this is what I did. Hi, I'm Nancy. I have some jokes for you. So, why don't centipedes play football? Because the game would be over before they tied their shoes. Okay, I have another one. Okay. Second of all, I gave a bald friend of mine recently a comb, and I guess he liked it because he said I'll never part with it. Anyway, I have another one. Okay, friends, I know this looks like an ordinary visor, but it's not. Hold on. Look, I'm the Pope. Okay, I have another one. Look, it's a turtleneck. Okay, so that was me in 1983. So just quick reenactment. Okay. So anywho, that went better than 1983 actually. So anyway, so after that, I took a break for about 20 years. Do 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 do. Okay, so now it's 1999, and I'm working at a major insurance company. Oh, God, what time is it? Oh my God, it's already been 6 years. What am I going to do with my life? Well, not this, that's for damn sure. Okay, so that's me in a cubicle. So I was in insurance for 12 years, just 11 years, too long, no big deal. But now I'm in medical device, where I've been for 10 years. Oh yeah, shout out to the medical device folks. That's like half the crowd. Thank you, everyone. I don't even know you. It's so weird. Anyway, so what's funny is, medical device is nice if you want to pay the bills, but I always think, when you can make people laugh, why would I want to pay the bills, right? That's awesome. You laughed right on cue. I don't even know the guy. Anyway, yeah, so okay. So during my medical device stint, which I'm currently in still, I also got my master's degree. And actually, that's when I got to know Tina Fey. Correction, I haven't met her yet. I read her book. And I had to write a paper about a leader whom I admire. And I thought, well, Tina Fey, why would I make it difficult on myself, right? So anyway, that's what actually inspired me to get back into comedy. So I have Tina to thank. Anyway, then, whoops, I forgot to take off my jacket. 1 second. That's what I meant. So anyway, after I decided to get back into comedy, I thought, well, I know, I'm going to go to Mecca. So I went to Second City, Chicago. And I was like, oh, I thought there was more. I always thought it was just Shed's Aquarium. I guess there is more to Chicago. So anyway, in, I don't know, 2012, 13, I can't remember. It was so long ago. Because I've been in this forever, as you can tell. So anyway, while I was in Chicago, I was like, wait, what's that Second City professor? You're saying from this day forward, I am a comedy writer? Oh my God, you're right. I'm a comedy writer. Applause would be fine, whatever, it's optional. Anyway, my lovely assistant Caitlin will bring across the next sign to reflect the next phase. Excellent. Geez, are you guys on next or what? This is intimidating. Okay, so what's interesting about this next part is it's all original material. Yeah, I don't plagiarize anymore. Because like at this age, I could be sued, so I'm like, I don't have time, you know. Okay, so in order of my appearances, they are as follows. Hey, thanks State Fair Talent Show for letting me perform. I had a lot of new foods this year. That was great. And I also tried the butterfly farm for the first time, which was good, but next time I'm going to ask for a side of ranch. Hey, when you're up here, then we can talk. Okay. Anyway, hey, thanks St. Joseph Church for having me at your fall festival. Some people say I'm as dry as communion wine. Ow. Hear me out. So is it just me, or am I the only one who makes change at the collection basket in church? I mean, like I have time to be two places at once? I don't. So like last weekend, I needed change, so the collection basket's going by, and I put in a 20 and took out 2 10s and a 5. I mean, why wouldn't I? Oh, come on, what the hell? I was at church. I was at church. That's just really funny when I worked that out, right? Anyway, let's try it again. So I was at church. Like I had time to go to the bank. Sinners. You're good. Please come again. Okay, all right, so thanks for having me. Roseville High School reunion. Let's hear it for 1989. Yeah, it's true. I actually performed at my 25th high school reunion, which could have gone better. I know. I mean, it could have gone better, but who needs them? I'm not going to see them again for 2 years. So first of all, show of hands. Who out there thinks that the amount of yoga we do is inversely proportional to the amount of yoga pants we own? Or in my case, I don't know. I mean, I bought pair one. I'm like, oh yeah, these are comfy. And then I bought a second pair because I thought, well, obviously the first pair is in the wash. Now I'm up to 4 pair, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to Yoga Pants Anonymous pretty quick here. But I really was like, I should probably try yoga sometime because I have the outfits. Anyway, something about down dog. I don't know what the hell. Okay, so next. So I wanted to talk to you about traveling because I love traveling, but I'm not a fan of flying. No, I'm not. And what I find funny is the safety demonstrations, because inevitably they're demonstrating putting on the oxygen mask, and it goes something like this, right? Okay, folks, so you're just gonna put it like this, and then you're gonna pull on some strings, and you might not see oxygen flowing, but we think it's there. You know, it might be there. I'm just like, come on, people, this is life and death. Would you put it on and show me how to put it on? And yes, for the 100th time, I know I'm supposed to put on my own oxygen mask before assisting others, like my Cabbage Patch doll. Do you think I'm a freak? Okay, that's funnier. You guys, no. That is wrong. Whatever. I mean, there's other audiences. I don't need you. Oh yeah, and how about the flotation device? I mean, they claim it's under the seat, but I've never seen a flotation device, and I fly a lot, but I can just see it now. I'm in the midst of a water landing. Oh God, that crash was awful. Where's the flotation device? I don't know. I'm looking for it. Well, what'd you find? Oh, a condom. Yeah, that'll do me some good. Oh, what's this? Oh, a People magazine. Oh, great. Who wore it better? Am I right? Come on. Okay. So next up, I'd like to give a shout out to Fearless Lab, who hosted me at Honey last summer. Fearless Lab. I know, that's all these schmucks. So anyway, so I was at Fearless Lab, and some of you were there. Thank you very much. And so you might recognize this little ditty. So hey, thanks parents for realizing that I really want to get into comedy. And by the way, my parents are super excited about that. And for those of you who aren't in the industry, I mean, that's a technical term that we call a joke. So, but since I'm newer to comedy, I mean, since 6th grade, whatever. But since I'm newer, I thought, well, I should start with baby steps. So I'm starting with the daycare circuit. I'm starting with my nephews. Yeah, I know, it's going well, thanks. And, but see, what's great is I get free cookies and milk between every gig. So, I mean, how could I object to that, right? Well, and I get a free nap every day, whether I want to or not. But really, it's like taking candy from a baby, performing to these guys. I mean, because I take candy from the babies. I mean, do you think cookies and milk are going to cut it? I'm like twice their size. Fine, 3 times, shut up. Bitch. But you know what the hardest part is? Seriously, I'm going to hire you. My roadies. I don't have an act yet, but I have roadies. Okay, so anyway, what the hardest part though is, I mean, being 40 years older than your customers, I mean, it's almost like we're at different places in our lives. Because it's like I mean, we both have cribs, but like mine has a mortgage. And we both love milk, but mine's lactose free and this comes from a boob. I mean, it's just, we're just at different places in life. So I'm like, well, I need to relate to my audience, right? So I need to get to know them and take a walk in their shoes. But you know where this is going. I'm like, what size are these stride rights? They're killing me, okay, folks? God, grow up. Okay, so then my next bit was at Joke Joint in the fall, and it went something like this. Hey, so I tried a new restaurant recently where they make fruit into flower bouquets. I'm just kidding. I'm talking about edible arrangements. Everybody knows the place, right? Well, I'm telling you, I'm going to be the first person to buy a bouquet for one of these friends that's made entirely of honeydew melon because it's going to be hilarious. They're going to be like, Nancy is such a bitch. I mean, who eats honeydew? It's the filler at the buffet. Well, and did you know they also make smoothies? Yeah, they do, I promise. But what kind of occasion is celebrate? You're late. You're so late. And that's what happens when you walk in late to a Nancee show. Ben and Jesse. Anyway. Yeah, you'd be surprised how much I can see, dummies. Okay, I gotta get back to my script, so let's cool it. Anyway, they also make smoothies, but I thought, well, what kind of occasion is celebrated with a smoothie? And I thought, well, getting over constipation, I suppose, right? And you're like, well, I'm glad I can pass a bowel movement. I guess I'll celebrate with a smoothie. Or maybe like that Brazilian wax, you know? I don't know. I mean, I've never had one, but I suppose they're like, oh, I'm so smooth. I know. I'm going to get a smoothie for myself from Edible Arrangements. But here's the dealio. Here's what... Really? It gets better. It's better than Dealio. Oh, wow. That's good. But you know what Edible Arrangements is really missing out on is bouquets for the occasions that just, they don't have a way to celebrate. You know, like take divorce. Well, and let me back up, because the thing is, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a place called Hostel Holidays. It's going to be located right between the Edible Arrangements and a butcher shop, so I can use their leftovers. Okay, so back to divorce. So like, let's say like a friend is going through a divorce. I mean, normally you'd probably console her and get her some, I don't know, shoes or flowers or whatever sexist items I can think of. But I was just thinking, like, what do you get for the asshole who is cause for the divorce? Well, that's where Hostel Holidays comes in. See, that's what I'm saying. So I'm thinking like a bouquet maybe of like grass-fed spoiled meat and organic rotten tomatoes, you know? I mean, something like that. Something that says divorce, you know, for the dude who caused it. Or dudette. I mean, hell, I mean, God, it's not like women are perfect. Anyway, except for me. So then I was thinking of other bouquets, like, I don't know, like Secretary's Day. I mean, okay, administrative professionals, who cares? God. Anyway, you guys are tough. Anyway, so how many of them get flowers and stuff? You know, but I'm sure they're like, oh, more flowers, that's original. But you know damn well that some of them are still having flings with the bosses. Now, what do you get those secretaries? Well, I have the trick, and here it is. Well, because at Hostel Holidays, we routinely make gifts for the people who are causing the issues. So, and with a personalized message, such as, Dear Judy, I hope you enjoyed that fling with my ex-husband. Now please enjoy this bouquet of poison mushrooms. I mean, seriously, where are you going to find that? Nowhere but Hostel Holidays, I guarantee it. And I'm still working out things for like the funeral crowd, because I think that's a really untouched business. I mean, let's be real. Everybody that dies isn't nice. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not judging. I'm just saying there are people who die who aren't nice. So what do you get them or their family? Well, I have some ideas. They're still ruminating, but I'm like, I don't know, maybe things like fish heads and tuna juice and corpse flowers. I don't know. So if somebody could just remind me after the show to write this down, I'm still working on the brochure. So I don't know. I think it's going to go somewhere. Okay, so next up, I wanted to give a shout out to Brave New Workshop because they actually hired me as their part-time building manager in December. And I mean, it's not comedy, but what I do is I get to greet the students who come in and out of classes, and then in between classes, I get to clean. And I'm not joking. I love this job. But here's the thing. I kind of feel like Carol Burnett. Tell me if this rings a bell. So do I look like anybody from the old days? You know, before the Carol Burnett show, she would always have this cartoon image, and it would be her with a mop and then this hair thing. If this isn't familiar, this is really weird. Okay, is it familiar or not? God damn it. I mean, I'm up here, and now I have a shower cap on. Anyway, what I think is funny is because I feel like Carol when I'm cleaning at Brave New Workshop, you know, and I was like, well, I guess that means a variety show is in my future. I mean, I've earned it. It's obvious. I mean, after insurance and now this, I mean, hello. It's kind of ripe for variety. Oh, and I wanted to try my hand at the Tarzan call. Let's see how it goes. It hasn't been going well. That's not easy. It seems so easy. It's not, thanks, but it wasn't. I didn't even earn that one. Okay, so one other person or group I want to thank is Fearless Comedy Productions. Hello. Yeah, so I joined the group in December. And first of all, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Jenna Young, who scheduled me for this 5 o'clock time slot. See, I don't know why you're laughing, because I actually really was touched, because obviously she trusts my ability to perform comedy to give me this coveted slot. So I'm actually flattered, so I guess that wasn't a joke. I mean, I wouldn't want to be on it like tonight. I mean, I'll be sleeping tonight, so that'd be dumb. Okay, so back to flying. I wanted to share one more thing. So about flying, like I mentioned, don't like it. So I have a new plan. It's called the Rosary and Liquor Plan. And it goes something like this. So as I'm taking off, I'm like, Hail Mary, full of grace. Please let the plane that just took off before me be the one to crash, because then based on the law of averages, it won't be me. I'm not trying to be mean, and I don't want anyone to die. Amen. Thanks, Caitlin. Such a sweet hippopotamus. Anyway, I know. But anyway, well, what I was thinking is, it's like, yeah, why do they wait until we're 30,000 feet in the air to tell us the forecast? Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for flying Delta. If we make it there alive, we'll arrive 2 seconds early because it's going to be a bumpy ride. Well, that's a great time to tell me, officer who's driving the plane. God bless America. I mean, tell me while I'm on the earth so I can get off the frickin' metal tube that I'm in for $300. Why don't you just tell me you left the peanuts at the terminal? All right, so, yeah, this would be the time for the last sign. Thank God the finale did come. You guys were like, Is it ever coming? Yeah, it came. Don't worry about it. I'm almost done. So first of all, getting back to Fearless Comedy Productions. Woo! That's when you have to take a drink. Anyway, so I joined in December, and so what's funny is I kind of stuck out like a sore thumb, where I've never stuck out as a sore thumb before. No offense, but I'm like the one without tattoos. So I got these on Amazon. So, thanks, John. Love it. So for those of you in the back row who are like, oh my God, I don't remember the arm tattoos or sleeves. I think they're called sleeves. I don't know. What I know. So they're fake. See, yeah. And then I was thinking, well, there's this guy named Matt Alex. I guess he thinks he's something. Can you tell he's sitting over there? That's the inside joke part that you guys are like, stop with the inside jokes. Anyway, he might be sitting on my left, stage right, or stage left, one of those. Anyway, he has knuckle tattoos, like me now. See, his spell Fearless, and when I saw it, I was like, oh, I thought it said lefsa. It's so weird. Not a joke, I promise. I was like, lefsa, that's a commitment. And I like lefsa too. So anyway, trying not to stick out as a sore thumb, I'm like, well, I better get some knuckle tats ASAP. But I guess I was drunk. So I said Fearless, and I got fungus. So that's another commitment. Anyway, Matt, you can go to sleep now. That's all I had for you. He was just telling me before. He's like, I'm going to go to sleep as soon as she's done. I'm like, just go. I don't need you. Anyway, okay, so for the people out there who might want to join Fearless, I wanted to reenact my grueling audition because I want to... I know. It's like, what? Why is the laughter on this side? Anyway, but my grueling audition was with Tim Wick. He's our artistic director. And I'd love to recreate it with him, but he's sleeping. I was like, you're kind of a dick. I was like, fine, it's a one-woman show. I'll do it myself. God. Okay, so picture me and this dude. We're at Panera in Roseville in December. Not a joke. Yet. So here's me walking into Panera. Hi, Tim. I'm Nancy. Can I join Fearless? Sure. It's $25 to join. It's a membership fee. Okay. All right. So... that's how I got into Fearless. I know. You guys might want to train for it, but that's how I got in, and it's working out just swell because it's April and I'm up on frickin' stage. So let's see. I talked about the tattoos. Yeah, and I just wanted to wrap up with a couple of things. So, first of all, this is the sappy part. So, I wanted to thank somebody who's been there for most of my life, laughing at most of my jokes, because she's just really been important to me and, gets my humor, gets my goals in life. So I really wanted to pay a quick shout out to me. I'm the one who wrote this bitch. I don't know who you thought I was talking about. Jesse, Mary, Jenny, Michelle, Ann, Maggie, Jeannie, Leo, Tanya. No, not you, me. Lydia, no, not you either. It's not easy putting this on, and it was just me. Anyway, how am I doing on time? I'm over. Oh, okay. Because I was just going to end, because I thought this would be really clever, but if I'm over, it's not as clever. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because I was going to say, And that's my time.